Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay. So let's sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. Take a deep breath in. And be aware of your sit bones and thigh bones pressing into the floor. Be aware of any tension that you might be holding in your upper body, be it in your neck or shoulders, chest, face, throat, and try and let it go. Try and relax your fingers and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. And just sit here in silence on your mat with yourself. And really do nothing. Allow your breath to be whatever it is. Don't force it. Don't push it. Notice when and if you feel you need to deepen your breath. Notice when and if you are inhaling or exhaling. Notice if you need to shift your weight. Or move in any way, and do whatever you have to do. Allow it to be, and do what you need to do to feel your sit bones rooted, to feel the crown of the head reaching skyward, to feel the expansion in your chest, the openness, freedom, the spaciousness through your torso. And imagine energy, information running up and down your spine. Messages from your nerves, chi, prana, through your chakras, to create as much space as you can to allow for the energy to flow, so that when we lengthen out through the crown and we create space through the spine, that life force energy easily moves all the way from the base of the spine to the crown of the head on one side of the body, and then back down, and then up and back down, and up and back down. And there's this constant flow of life force. And as we deepen the breath, begin to deepen your breath, there is this constant flow of life force moving through the body, in and out the body with the breath, and up and down along the spine with the chi. Establishing a homeostatic state within the body, within the mind, within your heart. Balance, clarity, peace, equanimity. As you deepen your breath, bring your hands to Namaskar. And if you have a hope, an intention, a desire or prayer, name it and claim it, whatever is deep within your heart. The universe knows what you ask for. Dedicate your practice to the fruition of your hopes and dreams. The world has peace and love will heal. Acknowledge your prayer by lowering your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, align the head on the spine and lift your prayer skyward. Lift your eyes, your hands, your heart. Open your arms and release the prayer to the universe. Offer your heart. Offer your life. Offer your love. And gather the blessings of the universe to your heart. And receive life, love, peace, and know that already all is well and you have your answers. Inhale deeply. Exhale, open your eyes and release your arms at your sides. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Roll them back and down. Up, back and down. Up, back and down. Lift your left shoulder up, bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and then lower your left shoulder and lower your chin to your chest. So it's a little quarter of a circle. Bring your left ear back to your shoulder, keeping the shoulder down. Lift the chin slightly. Bring the ear back to the shoulder and align the head. Tuck the chin as you inhale. As you exhale, bring the chin to the left shoulder. Open your eyes, look over your left shoulder, lift your chin slightly. Look back over your left shoulder and straight ahead. Inhale, lift your right shoulder up. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Stay there, lower your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lower your chin slightly, a quarter circle to your chest. Bring your ear back to your shoulder and lift your chin slightly. And bring your ear back to your shoulder. Align the head on the spine. Exhale, tuck the chin. Bring the chin to your right shoulder. Align the head on the spine, nose over the shoulder. Open your eyes, looking right over your right shoulder. Lift the chin. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder and look straight ahead. Inhale, both shoulders up. Exhale, both shoulders down. Drop the chin. Chin to one shoulder, to the other. Do that a couple of times. Waking up the muscles in the upper back and neck. Bring your chin to your chest. And as you exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Bringing the crown of the head towards the floor. You support your head if you need it. Take deep breaths into the back of the body. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Engage your abdominals, lift the pelvic floor and align the spine. Let's take our legs and uncross them, get some blood flow behind the knees, lift the toes, press the heels into the mat, press the thigh bones into the mat. So you don't want to lift the heels off the mat, right? Then Barbie your feet and point your toes, Barbie your feet and flex your feet. Exhale, Barbie and point. And then inhale, Barbie and flex. Keep the collarbones wide, keep the pelvic floor up, pull the navel diaphragm back towards the spine. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, lower. Change which leg was in front, and we'll do the roly-poly now. So nose to one knee, around to the other, onto one sit bone and then the other. Deepen the flow of the breath with the movement, never holding your breath. After 3, 4, or 5 in one direction, reverse and go in the other direction. And then finally release in between both knees. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk over to your left knee. Place your left elbow either on a block or on the floor and bring your right arm over your ear, stacking your ribs, opening your heart. Long spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, bring your hands to your third eye and to your throat and to your heart. And then bring your fingertips down in front of your diaphragm, the Manipura chakra, in front of the sacral svadhisthana, and then right down to the floor. Shoulders down, shoulder blades down, pelvic floor up. Feel the sit bones grounded. Lift the perineum, the muscles of the pelvic floor up. Exhale. And release forward. Walk over to your right knee. Place your right elbow on the floor or block next to your hip and bring your left arm over your ear, big side stretch. And rise up. Inhale, press the sit bones down. Exhale, rotate left hand to right knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale, both arms up, exhale, other side, right hand to left knee. Deep breath in, exhale, both arms up, and let's open the left leg out and bring the right foot in. And hinge forward. Keep the sit bones down. Maybe coming onto your elbows or onto a block. Take your time. Feel the length of the left leg. Feel the anchoring of the right knee, thigh bone, sit bones on the floor. Left thigh bone on the floor. Flex your left foot. Press down the thigh bones and lift up the pelvic floor. Lengthen the spine to come up. So try to stay on your sit bones, right? And then turn to your right knee, sorry, to your right knee. And then lift your left arm up and push off your right hand behind you to reach for your left ankle, big toe, or around, or if you want to, a strap. So your chest is open. Then reach your right arm up and over your ear. Deep breath in. Exhale. Press down. Thigh bones, lift pelvic floor. Hug the muscles up. And then we're going to take the right hand behind the right knee. Bring the left hand in front of you. If you need to push into your left hand to come up, do so. Press your left foot down. Reach your left arm up. Reach out through the crown of the head and come into half moon balance. So you can look straight up towards the ceiling where you could see your thumb within your peripheral vision, or if you prefer, you can look down. If you want to, you can bind, bringing the heel toward the sit bone, or I guess I should say you may if you can. And then release and lower the foot. And then come up, bring the heel of the right leg, the supporting leg that you were on, in line with your hip, and come up and over to gate pose. Pushing into the outer edge of your, so this is my right hand, my left leg, and I'm reaching my right fingertips towards my left ankle. To come to like a table, hands down, now curl the toes of the foot, of the right foot. I'm just going to turn to the side so you guys can see what's happening with my right leg. And my left leg lifts. Now you can't see that, so I'll turn again. Left leg lifts. Up. Great, correct. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the left foot. Bring the right heel forward and come back down, and we'll change legs. So the left foot comes in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, keep the sit bones, thigh bone rooted into the mat as you exhale, hinge forward. Put your elbows on a block or on the floor. Feel the length of the right leg, the active right foot is flexed. Energy out to the sole of the foot. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press the thigh bones down, hug the muscles to come up, and take your right hand to left knee to turn. Now watch this right leg. Don't let it turn in, right? Keep it exactly where it is. Don't let it roll in the hip socket. So rotate your ribs away from your hips. Pushing into the left hand behind me, I'm going to reach my right arm up as I inhale, exhale. I'm going to push off that left hand and reach for my foot, big toe, whatever I can get. Then the left arm comes up, right rib over right thigh, left arm over ear, big side stretch. Deep breath in, exhale out, inhale, exhale to come up. Left hand behind the left knee. Right arm comes across in the front and lifts up into half moon balance. Good, so heel is in line with sit bone. Stack your shoulders. And then if you bind, bind. Heel towards sit bone. Squeeze the shoulder blades, but pull the bottom ribs back. Don't let them fall forward, right? Pull them back. And lift your ear away from your shoulder to lengthen out through the crown and the tail. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to put the foot down and rotate the thigh bone so that the heel is behind your sit bone. So you're turned in now. And we're going to come, right arm reaches towards right ankle, left arm over the ear in your gate pose. So lots of side bend stretching here, lifting and moving the ribs away from the hips. And then come to table. I'm curling the toes. I guess you don't have to really if you don't want to, but I'd like to curl the toes of my left foot, push into my hands to lift my right leg up. So it's like a sideways bird dog. Really strengthening, activating that IT band, TFL quad, hip. Inhale. Exhale. I guess that's when we put the foot down. So we'll just come into table now and come back to child's pose. From child's pose, shift your hips to the right, rolling on your shins. Try not to move your knees. Reach back for your left hand to your left ankle or foot. Stretching the lower back on the right side. Quadratus lumborum across the top of the glutes. And then let's come back onto our shins into child's pose. And then roll to the left. Lower your left hip. Reach your right hand back towards your right foot. So you can kind of anchor yourself. Releasing the left hip towards the floor. Bringing your nose towards your right knee. And then let's come back to child's pose. Walk your arms out now in front of your body. Bend your elbows and bring your fingertips towards the nape of your neck or your shoulder blades. Release your arms. Come up to table pose, Halloween cat. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, happy puppy. Exhale, neutral, really engaging the transverse abdominal wall. Walk your left hand in slightly, reach your right arm out, and rotate now the ribs. Not the hips. Take the right arm behind you, down, over your ear, and up. Take the right hand behind you, lift your torso, stack your armpits over your hips. So you're in nobleman's pose with your right arm behind you, left arm in front of you. Lower back, your left hand, reverse, bring the arm around and down. Inhale, lift your left arm out to the side, stack your ribs, and then rotate. Not your hips, right? Inhale, reach the left arm behind you. Exhale, reach it down, over your ear and up. And as you reach your left hand behind you, stack your armpits over your hips. Stand tall on your knees with your ribs rotating. Exhale, go back to your table with your left arm up And then around in front, over the ear, and down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, shift your hips to the right. Now the hips are moving, and then the left. Whereas before they were not moving. Look to your left as you shift to the right. Look to your right as you shift to your left. Separate your feet the width of the mat. Bring your toes to touch. Reach your arms out. Forehead to the mat or chin and chest. Push your shoulder blades back. Bring your thumbs to touch. Splay your fingers. Stretch through your fingertips. Push your heels as close to your sit bones as you can. Lift the pelvic floor and lengthen the spine. Narrow the space between your shoulder blades. So this is a little more active than a child's pose, right? One more deep breath in. Try to get your armpits towards the floor. Try to feel your triceps pressing down towards the floor. Biceps towards the floor. One more deep breath in. Try to get your throat on the floor and gaze towards your thumbs. Inhale. Exhale. Put your forehead on the mat. Walk your hands towards your knees. And if it's available to you, sit on your heels, but only if that is safe and okay for you. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the stretching across the tops of the shins and the ankles and the feet. Feel the lengthening from the hip flexor to the knees, across the tops of the thighs. Feel the lengthening of the spine, right? And you're slightly leaning back, so you're sitting between your heels if that's available to you. Squeeze the hamstrings and the calf muscles to protect your knees if they feel tight. Rotate left hand to right knee. Hips don't move. Inhale, exhale, center, other side. Ribs rotate, hips, knees stay grounded, rooted, connected to the earth. Ribs float away from the hips as they rotate. Deep breath in, exhale, walk your hands out, shift your hips forward. So some of us might need a blanket underneath the pubic bone. Knees are wide, pubic bone is down. So if you look like this, you want to push your pubic bone and hip flexors into the mat. Your knees are wide, and it's okay if your toes are up in the air. Don't worry about that, right? Now lift your left rib slightly away from your left hip, keeping your left hip on the mat. So I'm doing a little rotation here, stretching obliques so as right front of the body. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to lift my right rib, not shoulder, away from my right hip, pushing my right hip into the mat as far as I can. And so I'm just kind of doing like an army crawl, but not going anywhere, left and right. I want to stretch the front of the side, front sides of my body now. Good. And my hip flexors. And then we're going to take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Push your pubic bone, hip flexors, thighs into the mat. I'm not trying to squeeze my glutes, but they are activating a little bit, right? If anything, I want to squeeze underneath my pelvic floor. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the right leg, release the left leg. Come onto the balls of the feet, turn the legs in, lift the knees up, push the pubic bone down, and bring your feet in closer together. And then bring your right knee to your right armpit, and bend your left knee, bringing your left heel towards your left sit bone. You can do this with your right arm, or left or both. Stretching the quadriceps, stretching the hip flexors, opening the front of the body. Feel the shoulders rolling back and away from the mat as you reach back for your ankle. Don't let the shoulders roll forward. Lengthen and narrow the shoulder blades. Lengthen out through the crown. Lengthen the spine. Space through the torso, through the front of the body. One more deep breath in. Exhale and release that leg. And then straighten the right leg. Lift the left knee towards the left armpit. Bend the right knee. Reach for the right ankle with either left hand, right hand, or both. But do open the chest to bring the heel to the sit bone, to stretch the quadriceps. So the shoulders move away from the floor. Deep breath in. Then release the right leg. And then bring the left leg down. So now what's happening is your legs are parallel, right? Come into cobra. So you're on your elbows. You lift your chest, and your gaze is straight ahead, right out over the horizon, right? So don't drop your chin. Don't look down. Don't lift your chin. This is straight ahead. And then, if it's available to you, straighten your arms, lift the chest. You can have your arms wider, push your hips forward, but ribs back. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower back down. Now come up into an up dog. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen the spine, push into the heels of the hands, hips forward, chest up, ribs back, right? So you don't want to collapse in your lower back or ribs. Push the shoulders back and down. Maybe you can lift your knees. You're on the tops of your metatarsals, and your toes should look like little quotation marks, straight little quotation marks. You're not rolling your ankles out or in, right? You're not pronating or supinating. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your hips, lower your chest, reach your arms out, fold your arms, bend your knees, and just swish slosh. Okay, left arm is folded in front of you. Your forearm is parallel to the front edge of the mat, and your right arm is underneath your right shoulder, and you want to bring your right heel towards your right sit bone. So right now you're looking straight ahead. You're going to lift your chest as much as you can, and then you're going to reach your right thumb up to the ceiling, rotate externally your right arm for your ankle. Good. Now turn to look straight ahead and lift your chest. Keep your thigh bone into the mat. Pull your ankle back. Stretch your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your right arm. Release your right leg. And lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Bend both knees and swish slosh. Okay, I'm going to come turn around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, legs are parallel. Right arm is folded. The forearm is parallel to the top edge of the mat. I lift my ribs away from the mat, and I place my left hand underneath my left shoulder. I flex my left leg, foot, push the hip bone, pubic bone, especially on the left side, into the mat. and I reach my left arm, rotate from externally from the shoulder, reach around my ankle, and I pull push that ankle back to stretch my left shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, push the hip flexor, pubic bone into the mat. You can look straight ahead. I'm looking at the camera to see you guys. Deep breath in, exhale, and release. Rest. Bend your knees and swish squash. Okay, now I'm going to turn around again so you guys can see me. And I want you to be very careful, right? Listen to your body. You're going to take your right, I gotta think this through. What are we doing here? Yeah, okay. Right toe or heel to sit bone, right? Now what I've done is I've lifted my arm, I've reached back, and I'm going to come onto my metatarsals and push my toes towards my tushy. But be careful of that knee. Make sure that your foot, Kathy, make sure that your foot doesn't go out to the right. Bring it in towards your sit bone. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't let your leg go out from your knee joint. Just fold it in half. Don't let it swing. Yeah, and if that's what you got, that's what you got. And you can always use a strap. Right, so this is our dancer archer pose. If we were standing, right, this is what we would be doing, right? You'd be taking that foot and lifting that up. All right, good. Deep breath in. Exhale. If it's possible, bring your heel slightly to the outside of your sit bone. And then release. And we'll do the other side. So left leg. So let's really make sure we're nice and long to the front of the body. So army crawl, your ribs away from your hips, create space, push the pubic bone down, bring the left knee, bend the left knee, and bring the left heel towards your sit bone. So I'll turn around so you guys can see me. Right. And then if it's available to you, push down the metatarsals towards your glute. So really pushing the left thigh bone, left hip point, and left pubic bone into the mat. Press down, down, down. You don't want to be up like that. You want to push down, 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 and then work on bringing the heel towards the sit bone. Good. Deep breath in, exhale, and release. Lift your ribs away from your hips. Stretch the front of the body. Push the pubic bone down. Bend both knees. Reach both feet. Heels towards your sit bones. Push the pubic bone down. Tops of your thighs down and hip flexors down into the mat. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Now, if you can take a strap, wrap it around the fronts of your ankles, or if you're able to reach your ankles with your arms, and that would depend on the length of your arms, the length of your torso, the length of your legs. If you're able to reach for your ankles with the external rotation from your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades, lifting your chest, any amount, right? Then push the ankles away from your heels away from your sit bones. Pull on your ankles to lift your chest. Bow pose. Option to lift the knees if you want. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Fold your arms in front. Bring your left knee up. Towards your armpit. Then come back on your tummy, bend your knees and swish swash. Bring your right knee up towards your armpit and then roll on to your back. Bring your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg long. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale. Inhale, take your right leg out to the right. You can use the strap if you want. Another deep breath in. Exhale, take your right leg back up. Make sure that your hips are in the same plane in space. Turn your right leg in the hip socket, bring it over to the left to stretch the IT band. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend the right knee, bring the heel towards the sit bone, point the toe, and place the toe either under or on top of your left knee for a knee down twist. Keeping your right shoulder and right bottom ribs are reaching towards the mat. They're going to come up, but you want your bottom shoulder blades to be on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, put your right hip back on the mat and step your right foot on the mat, step your left foot on the mat, extend your right leg nice and long. Bring your left knee into your chest. Try to keep your hips in the same plane in space. Try not to hike up your left hip or dip your left rib towards your left hip. Right, press the right thigh bone into the mat, flex the left foot and extend the left leg. Nice long hamstring, nice long spine. Create space through the front of the body, through the back of the body, through the side spot of the body, right? Through the hamstring, out through the sole of the left foot, out through the crown of the head. Nice, spacious body, long limbs, long spine. Inhale. Exhale, take the leg out to the left. Don't let the right hip roll to the left. Try not to dip your left rib towards your left hip. Don't let your right rib move. Push into the back of the right side of the body, especially the right shoulder blade, right glute, right thigh, as you open up the left leg out, stabilizing the body. Deep breath in, stretching and opening, expanding in the groin. Exhale out. Inhale, lengthen through the sole of the foot, out through the crown of the head. Exhale, one more deep breath in. Exhale, use your core to lift that leg. Turn it in the hip socket, bring it to the right to stretch the IT band. TFL. So the left hip doesn't really come too much off the mat, just a hair, just a tiny bit. Keep the left shoulder blade back of the bottom rib cage on the mat as you rotate in your thigh. If you want to, you can even sickle your foot. It might give you a deeper stretch even across the top of the side of the shin muscles and the peroneals, I think they're called, and the top of your ankle. One more deep breath in. Bend your knee, bring the heel towards your sit bone, point your toe slightly and bring it underneath or on top of your right leg. And now you're in a knee down twist. So don't let that hip come up too high. It's still pressing back so that the shoulder blade and left shoulder are on the mat. Create space in the neck as you rotate, turning your nose, if you can, to the left. You want that shoulder away from your ear. So don't let your left hand be up too high. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And bring your hip back to the mat and both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Extend your legs up. Bring your thighs away from your chest. Open your legs out into a happy baby. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your legs back together, bend your knees, and drop your toes to the mat, and then your heels. Inhale. Heels are in line with your sit bones. Lift your hips into bridge pose. Take a deep breath in. Feel the backs of the shoulders on the floor. Crawl your shoulders towards each other. Maybe you stack your palms. Maybe you reach for your ankles. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your chest. Come on to the backs of your shoulders. Bridge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Press the triceps into the mat. Exhale, the back or the palms, right? Feel your arms really pressing in. Exhale, one more deep breath in. Exhale, and slowly lower your hips back to the mat. And then just lift your hips up slightly, bring them to the right, and bring your knees to the left. And then lift your left knee over your right. Or place your left shin over your right knee. Kind of push your right knee down with your leg. Into another version of a knee down twist. Now it's a different stretch. You're stretching across the top of your hip and your obliques all the way into the rib cage, right? And inhale, lower your leg, your left leg, exhale, come back to hips centered on the mat. Lift your hips slightly and bring them to the left. Lower your knees to the right. Lift your right leg up, place it over the left knee, pulling the left knee down towards the floor, any amount. Stretching across the top of the hip, the TFL, the IT band, obliques. Breathe in and breathe out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the right leg. Stack the knees, bring the left arm over the ear, curl into a ball and rise up into a mermaid pose. Right foot is in front and left leg is turned in. So I just want to turn my body so that you can see that my left foot is not perpendicular, but pulled in line with my sit bone, right? So we're going to do like a legless pigeon. So right leg is in front, left leg is in back, toe is in line with the heel, heel is in line with the sit bone, and I'm going to shift forward to lengthen and stretch that low back. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your right hand to the right. Bring your left hand to the right. Come on to your right elbow and lift your left arm over your ear. Again, another side stretch. Option 2, come onto your hand and lift your hips. Or stay on your elbow and lift your hips, whatever you want. Opening the side and the hips. Stretching the psoas on the left side. Deep breath in. Exhale and come down. Inhale, bring your right arm up and over towards your left ankle. And then take your right hand to your left knee and turn to your left in a rotation. Keep your body where it is and rotate your head in the opposite direction towards your right knee. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and look center. Let's change sides. Inhale, lengthen the spine, feel the sit bones, the thigh bones pressing into the mat. Hinge forward from your hips. Exhale, bring the chest forward. Releasing the low back in the hips. Using the earth energy to support your body, stretching out underneath that left hip. Inhale, lengthen the spine and walk your left hand to the left, right hand to the left, nose to knee. Inhale, bring your right arm over your ear, coming onto your left elbow, or if you prefer to come up onto your hand and lift your hips up. Side stretch on the right, pushing your hips forward, so really getting a nice stretch across the tops of your hip flexors and psoas. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll sit back down. Wait a second. My bad. Sorry. Stay here. Why are we on the same side? Left hand to right knee. And then another deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn your head in the opposite direction towards your left knee. Deep breath in, exhale, and now we'll come back to bring your heels to Dandasana, where we started. Inhale, Barbie point, Barbie flex. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, hinge forward. Forward fold is the first forward fold, really, of our morning. How does it feel with all that side stretching and back bending? Take your time. Breathe in, exhale out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come up and draw your heels in. Flex your feet, roll your shoulders back and down, toes up, come into a a boat pose. Inhale, take your left hand to the right ankle shin and reach your right arm back, turn to the right. Rotating your ribs, not your hips. Inhale, both arms up. You can always bend your knees. Exhale, take your right hand to your left and rotate your ribs, not your hips. Left hand behind you. Lift your chest. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, cross your ankles and come into your first downward facing dog. Yes, this morning, pedal your feet. Push into the heels of your hands and kind of claw the mat with your fingertips. As you tilt your tailbone downward, lift the pelvic floor and navel inward. Chest towards your thighs. Now you're on your hands and feet, but you're making the same shape as you were in your boat. Bring your thighs to your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your right leg straight up behind you. Lift your left heel up underneath your sit bone. Push your right heel back. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Your thigh. Exhale, bend your right knee to your chest. Pull the nose to the knee. Shift the shoulders past the wrists. And come into if you want to, you can put your shin down and then step back to plank and lift to down dog. Inhale, flex your left foot, lift your left leg straight up behind you, bring your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your right heel straight up behind you, try to lift your left leg up even higher, bring your chest closer to your right leg. Exhale, bend your heel towards your sit bone, pull your knee towards your chest, shift your shoulders past your wrists, moving into a plank pose with your knee bent and lifted. Exhale back to plank. Option to lower down to chaturanga. Move forward into upward facing dog. We were here already. That's your back bend. Exhale back to your stick pose, plank. Down dog, your pike pose. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step your right foot to your hands. Rise up to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. How does that left hip flexor feel? Inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot to chair. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Step your right leg back to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift your right heel. Step to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Standing forward fold. Inhale, separate your feet slightly. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, lift the kneecaps, lift the heels slightly. So your weight is in the metatarsals, the toes are long. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bringing the chest towards the thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Come up halfway and stand up all the way in mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to Namaskar. Tuck your chin. Bring your fingertips down towards in front of your sacrum and slide your fingertips down the inseam of your legs to touch the earth. Bend your knees and step back right leg, step back the left leg. Either move to chaturanga into up dog or just go back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up behind you. Lift the left heel up. Pull the right heel to your sit bone. Knee to nose. Shift your shoulders past your wrist. Bring your knee to your right ankle. Pigeon. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Walk your right hand to the right, bring your left hand to your right wrist. Inhale, bring your left hand all the way to the left. Exhale. Inhale, bring your right arm all the way to your left wrist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your right hand to the right. Come onto your fingertips, lengthen the spine, lift your chest, and lift your arms if that's available to you. Deep breath in. Otherwise, bring your hands in front of your knee. Exhale. Frame your knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to either through a vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Inhale. Walk your hands to your feet. Exhale. Have your feet about 2 fist distance between your ankles and forward fold. Inhale, drop your knees, sit your hips back, and come into Malasana. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips. Fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Thigh bones back, chest to thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Kneecaps up, pelvic floor up, shoulders back, neck is long. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog. Inhale. Lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee, bringing the left heel to your sit bone. Lift your right heel. Pull the left knee into the chest and push the shoulders past the wrist, shifting the chest forward, bringing the knee to pigeon on the left side. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the spine and lower. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Walk your left hand to the left, reach your right hand to the left wrist. Inhale, bring your right arm to the right. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach your left hand towards your right wrist. Deep breath in. Exhale. Left hand out to the left, right hand to the left. And then guide yourself up with the flex back. Hands frame your knee or lift your arms. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on to your right hip. Open your left leg and fold forward. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale. Lengthen the spine to come up. Reach the right arm over the left. Keep the right sit bone down. And when you're ready, come up. Reach the left arm over the ear. Keep the left sit bone down. And come up. Take the right knee. Fold it, foot into the crook of the left armpit. Knee into the crook of the, elbow, and the crook of the right elbow. Bring your left leg in front. Place your right leg over your left. And just stretch. And then open out and lower down. Okay, what did we just do? How did I just do that? Left knee comes in and up. Left side feels a whole lot different than the right. Bring the right leg in and bend that knee. Rest the ankle or shin on the leg and just try to sit up and stretch, stretch, stretch. Piriformis. Deep breath in. Exhale and cross your ankles. Bring your hands to your knees and bring your fingertips and thumbs to touch. Sit up tall and notice If you like, you can come into rest in Shavasana. If you prefer to stay seated and meditate for the next 5 minutes in a seated upright posture, that's your choice. But find rest and peace so that you can meditate, be quiet and still. Inviting and embracing peace into your heart, into your body, into your mind, into your life. Finding rest through surrender. Letting go of what you don't need, what does not serve you. And really putting it down. Let the earth receive it all. Whether it's tension in your body, whether it's just yuck from your past, or anxiousness about the future, or troubling thoughts you may have, let them go. And breathe in life force energy, peace, light, love, hope. And exhale, surrender, and let it go. Put it down. Be free. Be at ease. Discover your true nature, who and how you were divinely made. Breathe deeply. Trust in the wisdom of being still, of breathing deep, of being mindful, attentive, aware. And peace will come. If you're resting in Shavasana, gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, awakening the body, releasing your head side to side, bringing your knees into your chest to rise up to seated posture of ease. And let's just deepen our breath once again. Release your hands, lengthen, stretch, lift the palms of your hands. Stretch your arms out to the sides. all the way up over your head. Inhale. Exhale, bring the palms to touch to your third eye. Lower your chin and your chest, fold forward in a gesture of a bow, honoring yourself and one another for your commitment to the practice. Align the spine, bring your hands to your heart. Open your eyes. Namaste. Peace.
Thank you.
That felt so good.
Yes, you really.
God.
So it's a very different practice. I feel like every Friday it's a different practice. We do something different. But
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. You really tighten the hips. You made them stronger. You grounded them. Oh, thank you.
enjoy your hips.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
Love those hips.
yeah.
All right. I got it on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lauren, Kathy, ladies, thank you.
Thank you, ladies. You sound awesome.
It was a good class.
Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Laura.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.